Hey guys, welcome to the RE Source. For the first time ever in the show's history, we actually have a guest host today because Gary's out of town. This is Marty Lowe, immediate past president of Washington Association of Mortgage Professionals and currently a stud. Anyways, today we're talking about student debt. Hit 'em.
You know, first of all, I have to say your show the other day was awesome, and I think that people are picking that up and it's going viral because the information was outstanding. But you know, there's another major issue we have to address. Student debt is massive right now, and it's impacting our industry in a major way. True statement, almost a third of the student loans were delinquent at the end of the year in 2012. A third.
That's a huge number when you consider student debt is almost $1 trillion right now, with a T. I know we all check out when we throw the B and the T word around, but guys, $1 trillion just in student debt is a problem. Having a third of that be delinquent is a major problem for us. Now here's why.
Right now, with FHA, VA, and conventional loans, when a student applies for a home loan, lenders are allowed to withhold student debt from their debt-to-income calculation. This is important because adding the actual payment for the student can kick a borrower out of qualification, thus eliminating from buying a house.
Now, I actually disagree with the current guidelines. I know that's shocking and all, being in the industry and disagreeing with the lenient guideline, but I do. I think we're setting students up for failure by not counting their student debt into their repayment calculation / qualification.
See, if lenders can prove that the student debt is deferred for at least 1 year from the close date, then they can eliminate the payment from their calculation and approve them for a home loan.
This is why I disagree. What happens a year from now when that student actually has to start making that payment? I'll tell you what happens. We talked about it earlier. They don't, or they make it late. They purchased a house based off our skewed debt load that we calculated for them.
Buying a home and getting used to all that it entails is shocking in and of itself. So just when they get used to their new debt load, more debt gets sprung on them and they aren't prepared.
Thus, they either pay their house payment late or their student loans late. Not good. If the borrower's keeping their house for at least 1 year, which they all do, then they should not be allowed to dismiss that payment when qualifying for said home loan. We're setting these young people up for failure. And I know hell just froze over because you have lenders that actually disagree with the lenient guideline, but hey, I disagree with it. I don't like how we're doing things right now, and I think it needs to change.
And guess what? It's only a matter of time before the guidelines change. USDA has already changed their guidelines to include student loan debt regardless of deferment, and it'll only be a matter of time before FHA, VA, and conventional do the same.
See, some of you see the bigger picture and agree with us, and some of you are cursing at the screen. Either way, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the matter down below. Yes, changing this now would limit the amount of qualified buyers in the market, but the key word there is qualified buyers. Are they really qualified when we're ignoring a payment that they're surely going to have another 12 months? We should be taking this into account, and so should the young borrowers with the student debt. Now here's another true statement.
Student loan debt is the only kind of household debt that continued to rise during the Great Recession and has now the second largest balance after mortgage debt.
That's insane, and here's another one.
The cost to attend college continues to outpace the inflation rate, and therefore more borrowers are struggling to pay. That makes it harder for people, especially those between the ages of 25 and 30.
25 to 30-year-olds. Those are our first-time home buyers, and those are the first dominoes that need to fall to ensure that our industry moves forward.
No first-time buyers equals no move-up buyers, equals no sellers, equals stagnant real estate industry, equals no income for you or I. It means we're all out on the street. We need to get this right.
We need to correct this now. Maybe groups like NAR and the NAIHP can bring this up to the regulators, and I'm sure the regulators will be shocked at the level of foresight and selflessness this represents from both the real estate and lending side.
They think we're all just a bunch of bloodsuckers.
Here's a chance to prove that we are not. We're forward thinkers, and we actually care about the financial health of young Americans. What say you, RE Source Nation? Weigh in down below. Thanks to Marty, and we'll see you guys on the flip side.